All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKa Kwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and a sincere Shalom to the elect out there teaching this truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, and I was on my break earlier, and I was reading Deuteronomy 17 and Deuteronomy 18. Because I've been going through the books of the law lately, and the scripture here, when I read it, I thought, man, I got to do a lesson on this. So we're just going to go with the spirit, okay? Because we really shouldn't be following the ways of this world, man. Because really, a lot of the customs, a lot of the trends in this society, a lot of them really go back to customs of our previous captivities, man. Like Babylon, Egypt. There's a lot of customs of the Greeks and the Romans. And I know brothers have heard the saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Well, this scripture tells us the opposite, man. We really shouldn't be doing that the Romans do, or the Babylonians do, or the Egyptians do. A lot of the fashions of this world. Okay? And a lot of those fashions can be distracting. They can fuck your spirit up. They can fuck your life up. Distract you. Okay? This is Deuteronomy 18 and 9. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. Now I'm going to read it in the NLT. When you enter the land the Lord your power is giving you, be very careful not to imitate the detestable customs of the nations living there. And a lot of times we do this and we don't even know what the custom goes back to. And there's been times in the past where we go and we research those customs and we're like, man, that was wicked. I was off. Okay. Let me continue on in the KJV. There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that use a divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations the Lord thy power doth drive them out from before thee. Okay? See, and a lot of that is really the customs, man. The customs and the trends that we see in the world and in social media. The puppet masters at the top, they're all wizards, they're all warlocks. They're all those things, man. They're all enchanters, witches. Okay? And they do those things to put spells on people. Okay? For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations, the Lord thy power doth drive them out from before thee. Okay? So let me get a couple more scriptures, because I'm kind of pressed on time. I'm trying to get this done within 15 minutes or so. Okay? Actually, let me get love, not the world. First John 2 and 15. We all know this scripture, unless you're new. Okay. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. And a lot of these things that are in the world are really just enchantments to throw you off, man, to get you distracted from the goal. One of the things that brothers should pray for is, how can I serve the Lord better? Okay? And another thing you should pray for, man, is to keep you away from temptation. And that's in the Lord's Prayer, man. Okay? Keep me from temptation, deliver me from all evil. That's in the Lord's Prayer. And there's a lot of temptations in this society, man, in this wicked world, in this kingdom. There's more temptations than there have ever been. And a temptation doesn't necessarily have to make you sin outright. Okay? A temptation can distract you. It could take your energy. It could take your time. Because think about it. Everything that you do requires a certain amount of energy, whether it's mental or physical. You know? Anyways, back in the scripture, 1 John 2:15, love not the world, nor the things that are in the world. So we really shouldn't care what goes on in this world, man. Okay? And when I say that, I'm talking about the things that are going on in your life. You know? And the scriptures say that what? These things are just temporal. Now that don't mean that, you be a lazy ass and just let things get out of control. No, because a real man in the Lord is a responsible man and takes care of his business. Okay? You brothers get what I'm saying, man. Don't be no focusing on a 401k Israelite. Okay? That's what these other camps do. They focus on their membership goals, the merchandise that they sell, having the biggest camp. That's all of the world. Having a large social media following, getting clicks to your Hebrew Israelite store. Those are all things of the world. Looking fly all the time, having the baddest bitches. Those are all things of the world, man. Okay, having getting you gotta have the latest shoes whenever they come out, man. You gotta have a new car every year. You know, gotta have the fanciest wine. See, we need to understand that right now in our current condition, we're fucking slaves, man. We're gonna have the best of the best in the kingdom. You know. So if you do happen to get a material blessing, okay, in this world, man, you gotta really think about why the Lord put that blessing in your life. Okay, it could be to harm you spiritually, or it could be to bless you. Okay, if well, and that's funny, man, because I was having a conversation recently with somebody, and they were asking me about what I plan on doing for retirement. First off, man, we ain't gonna be here long enough for my ass to be retiring. All right, because honestly, I don't even think that even if we were, I don't think that I'd live long enough to enjoy it anyway, man. Because shit, they're talking about making the retirement age 70. these damn devils, man. I've even heard them talking about making it 72 to 75. Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna be able to work till 75. It's a miracle I'm still standing this day. It's a miracle by the Lord that I'm still standing here this fucking day, man. You know, all the fuck ups I did when I was back when I was in the world, man. I should be dead right now. I shouldn't even be in this flesh right now. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away and the lust thereof. Okay, so one of the things that you should notice when you grow in this ministry is the things that you were into back in the world, they really don't tickle your fancy no more. You may have some hobbies that you still enjoy. Like I know some brothers, they still watch sports and that. But even then, man, like that shit really don't, like I used to be a huge football fan. A huge football fan. And that shit just don't do nothing for me no more, man. I can't really get into a game no more. I mean, I watch the Buffalo Bills once in a while. If they're on prime time or whatever, if I get off work or whatever. But even then, I really don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Yeah, it would be nice to see them win a Super Bowl because, man, if they win a Super Bowl, man, that's got to be some kind of fucking sign. Okay? Again, I'm just joking. But yeah, things like sports and things that we're into, certain types of music, man. A lot of the music that I grew up listening to, I listen to it now. I'm like, man, it's fucking garbage. This is fucking crap. Okay, and I listen to music that I never really listened to before now. When I do, listen to music. Because a lot of the shit that we grew up with and listened to is just wicked, man. It's wicked. It's not really music, you know? It's got a wicked vibration to it. And really, a lot of the shit that we grew up listening to was made for fucking kids, man. Kids and teenagers, simpletons, man. You know? For all that is in Salakia. And the world, verse 17, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. You know? Like I know brothers still play video games and all that shit. But that shit shouldn't really be fun anymore, man. When you were younger, you might have played video games for hours and hours, like a fucking loser. Okay, me myself, I went to school for video game design. Okay, computer science, and that shit, I can't even play a game longer than a fucking hour now, or a half hour. It just doesn't do it no more, man. And that's on a rare occasion that I do play one. So if I could kick that habit, you could kick that habit too. Okay, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. And that goes for a lot of other things, man. Hobbies that you may have, things that you follow. Okay, even women. Okay, even women, man. Because a lot of these women, they ain't even worth the fucking headache. And that's telling of a brother's spirit, man. If a woman has a strength over him, has a pull over him, man, and what kind of women you're attracted to as well. Okay, that's like a examination of your spirit. If you're into women that got all kinds of tattoos and act like fucking shameless sluts with a bad attitude and a big mouth, dye their hair a different color every week. If you're attracted to women like that, or bitches that shave their fucking heads or whatever, if you're attracted to women like that, Your spirit is off, man. And you need to do some examinations. You need to do some 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Okay? I'm just being straight up. Okay? That says a lot about you or where you may be at currently. Okay? Just like when we were in the world, we might have been into all kinds of freakish acts, but our spirit's been cleansed. Okay? And this world, this society teaches us that that shit is okay to be like that when it's not. Okay, we're supposed to be hardest on ourselves, really. And that's one thing that I really didn't truly get a grasp of in this truth until just a few years ago. Now, now the scriptures do say not to be overly righteous, or you'll destroy yourself. So you got to put it you got to put it in perspective, man. You have to put everything into this truth in perspective, man, and be fucking wise. That's really what it is, man. The Lord wants men to have wisdom. Okay, I'm gonna get one last scripture because I gotta get I may have to be moving along here soon. And then the rest of the scriptures, I'm just gonna quote. Just like Corinthians 7:29, it says the time is short. Okay, so we got to make better use of the limited time that we have here, and it's going by quick. Okay, okay, and the scriptures say that what the fashion of this world passeth away. That's in the same chapter. You know, all this shit's going away regardless. This is Matthew 6 and 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Okay? Because this world teaches you that if you're not hugely successful monetarily, or if you're not somebody, some influencer or whatever, okay, they teach you that your opinion doesn't matter. You can't say shit. Well, if there's wisdom there, then there's wisdom there. Okay? We're supposed to be the exact opposite of that, man. Okay? People of the world shouldn't really love us because we really don't fit in. You know, you may have uh, uh, people in your life that, they may be into conspiracy theories or whatever. And you may chit chat with them to make the time go by or to have some conversation. Hey, you might actually learn something going on in the news from somebody like that. But that don't mean that you treat them like they're a brother in the truth or look at them as such, you know? But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt. That's talking about what? Those lusts that pass away. Okay, that fashion of the world that passeth away, man. Because the treasures of the kingdom of heaven, okay, are incorruptible. The treasures of this world are corruptible, and you got a lot of Israelites that want to chase after a corruptible crown, man. Having more subscribers, being the best debater, That's a corruptible crown, man. Okay? Having a big fucking school. Okay? That's a corruptible crown, man. Haven't you learned anything from the apostles sharing their experiences with the old school about how that school became so damn corrupt? And where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Okay? In fact, let me keep reading on, man. The light of the eye of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. Okay? If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Okay? And that ties in with walking in the spirit, man. You know, setting up your affection on things above. But with that, I believe I've proved the point of the lesson. All right, so with that, till next time, shalom.